Are you struggling with your job? Are you in a job you don't love, because of fear you won't be able to make it on your own? Do you want to get rich, but you don't know how to start? So, let me take you in a journey to change your mindset, or at least open the door for you. A true tale of two dads. One a highly educated professor, and the other is an 8th grade dropout. Educated dad left his family with nothing, except maybe some unpaid bills. The dropout later became one of Hawaii's richest men, and left his son an empire. One dad would say, "I can't afford it," while the other asked, "How can I afford it?" You know what makes the rich richer, and the poor poorer? It's financial knowledge. Unfortunately, schools and college don't teach you how to get rich. Instead, they teach you how to get a job, just like everyone in your society. You may ask, where we can get financial knowledge, and learn how to get rich? Sure, from people who already made it, such as the author of this book. There are 5 terms you should know: income, expenses, assets, liability, and cash flow. Simply, assets are anything that puts money in your pocket, while liabilities are anything that takes money from your pocket. There are 2 sources of income: the ordinary 9-to-5 job, and assets. Buying a house and renting to someone. Real estate. Buying a taxi and hiring a driver. Having a business. And even websites are assets. Anything that brings cash flow is asset. Rich people buy assets, while poor and middle-class people buy liabilities that they think are assets. When they have extra money, they buy a bigger house, a new car, a new phone. While these things actually increase their expenses, they get higher taxes, bills, and higher insurance. They seem to run in an endless track, trying to look like rich. But with this mentality, they'll never be rich. Most people get a job and income, they pay it as expenses and liabilities that they think are assets. They cannot control cash flow, so they work all the time for money. While rich people have financial intelligence, they can control cash flow, so they make money work for them by acquiring more and more assets. You have to think wisely what to do with your money. You may say that you have an awesome job that pays you a decent amount of money, and you have a 100 grand in your bank account. Okay, let me ask you a question. How many days could you survive if you stopped working today? Believe it or not, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. If you make 10 grand a month, and you pay 9 grand or more as taxes and expenses, so what money do you keep? Think about this. Why climb the corporate ladder when you can own the ladder? And I'm sorry for saying that, but you should know that even a highly paid slave is still a slave. So, you should be asking right now, what exactly the steps you can take? Am I asking you to quit your job today? Of course not. It's okay to have a job, but make sure to save most of your income until you can buy assets rather than liabilities that seem like assets. When income from your assets become greater than your job, you can quit your job and mind your own business full-time. The second rule: train your financial IQ. You have to learn 4 important things: accounting, investing, understanding markets, and the law. You should know how to read financial statements. You should know how to invest your money to make more money. You should know the laws of supply and demand. Knowing what people needs opens your eyes to opportunities. And for doing everything you can to grow your business within legal boundaries, you should know your corporate, state, and accounting laws. For example, one of the biggest secrets of the rich is corporation. People always think that a corporation is a building with a big logo for the company name on it. But in fact it's just a document that gives the rich the advantage of legal tax loopholes, allowing them to keep more of their money. Look at this golden rule. Pay yourself first. The cash flow of people who work for corporations: they earn, then pay taxes, then spend what is left on themselves. While the cash flow of the rich people having corporations: they earn, then spend, then pay taxes at last. They pay themselves first, before they pay taxes. So, when you own a business, and make a decent amount of money, then you'll need to set up a corporation. Let's summarize the important points. Keep working in your job and buy assets, till assets income becomes greater. Train your financial intelligence. Quit the job when you have control on your cash flow. Once you have these tools, you'll have the financial intelligence needed to seize opportunities, and invent money. Leave a comment, tell me a new thing you learned from this summary, and what you think you should do. Waiting for your comments.